So the world is not outside of us. It just appears like that. I grant you it does. But it's not. It's illusory. It's within us. Within us, that's where we are decoding reality. And this is the key. This is the gateway. This is the gateway, the doorway out of the prison. I'm going to go into this very, very deeply as we go through the day. The power of the heart. We think of intellect, the brain, that's a very low level of awareness. This is the real level of awareness that connects us beyond the world of the illusion into the greater ocean of awareness, the greater love, intuition. This is where intuition comes from. We don't say, oh, I just intuitively feel, do we? We go, I just intuitively feel. We're doing the body language and we're indicating where this is coming from. And it is innate intelligence. It's not, I've been to university and I've remembered all these things, what dogma told me, and I've passed my exams. That's not intelligence, that is memory, overwhelmingly. This is true innate intelligence, knowing, not thinking. And I'm not just talking about the heart that pumps the blood. I'm talking about this heart vortex, which is the spiritual heart, which opens us through into the greater ocean if we open it. If we don't, it shuts us off from the greater ocean. There's an organization in America called the Institute of Heart Math, which does a lot of research. Its whole kind of focus is on the power of the heart. And it points out that the most powerful electromagnetic field in the body is the heart. There are more nerves going from the heart to the brain than coming the other way. And they found something else in their research, that if the heart and the brain and the central nervous system are in coherence, electromagnetic harmony coherence, the person goes into a completely different and much, much higher level of consciousness and awareness. If that coherence is broken with incoherent resonance, then you come out of that high state of consciousness into a lower state of consciousness. I've just described one of the greatest mechanisms and goals of this global conspiracy, because this is the heart resonance, coherence, when people are in a state of appreciation, of love. This is their incoherence when we're in a state of frustration, of fear, of anger, of resentment. And look at the society that we have had structured for us by the crazies that run it. It is a factory, a global factory of all the emotional states that knock us into heart incoherence and thus hold us down in a lower level of consciousness. That's why it's done. The Institute of Heart Math said this: there is also new data suggesting that the heart's field is directly involved in intuitive perception beyond mind through its coupling to an energetic information outside the bounds of space and time. Yes, outside the walls of the illusion. Thus, they want heart-closed people so that we do not breach the walls of the illusion and stay within it. That is why they have structured society as they have, and in section 2 I'll explain all that in detail. So, the idea is to hold us here and keep us detached of an awareness and an influence from that. And so, what does this all mean? I'm not sure, but we'll see. What does all this mean? It means we're living a false identity. And it's that false identity that holds us in servitude. We think we're humans. It is an experience. What we are is infinite awareness having that experience. And once we self-identify with the experience instead of with I am all that is ever can be, then we're pulled into the matrix, we're pulled into the illusion, we're pulled into enslavement. You can see on the lower levels of the greater self now, this technology that can capture these energy fields. And of course, near-death experiencers who've left the holographic level have experienced some of these other levels that I'm talking about, and some of these other states beyond the illusion. And I studied this a lot for many years during my research, and the common themes that people repeat are incredible. This is one that encapsulates everything that I've been talking about. A near-death experience telling of what happened to him. He said, everything from the beginning, my birth, my ancestors, my children, my wife, everything comes together simultaneously. I saw everything about me and about everyone who was around me. I saw everything they were thinking now, what they thought then, what was happening before, what was happening now. There is no time. There is no sequence of events, no such thing as limitation of distance, of period, of place. I could be anywhere I wanted to be simultaneously. That is who we are, and that is what the control system is desperate for us not to remember.
There is a road in the hearts of all of us, hidden and seldom traveled, which leads to an unknown secret place. We are taught to believe that the Great Spirit sees and hears everything, and that He never forgets, that hereafter He will give every man his spirit according to his deserts. O Great Spirit, whose voice I hear in the winds, and whose breath gives life to all the world, hear me, I am small and weak. I need your strength and wisdom. Let me walk in beauty and make my eyes ever behold the red and purple sunset.